be accomplished. I know you're all
As a man, I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored, I can be destroyed, but as a symbol, as a symbol, I can be incorruptible.
He gave us a signal.
Where are you?
Something elemental, something terrifying.
Welcome back. It is episode 18 of Cavecast. Right now it's just me and Emerald. I'm sure we're gonna have some folks jumping in, and we have a couple people in the chat right now. We'll give them a second to keep going, but it is one of my all-time favorite characters that we're discussing today, and that is Harvey Dent, Two-Face. Emerald, how you doing this morning?
Not too bad. I mean, with moving my Friday show to Saturday means I'm getting to bed earlier, which makes getting up a little bit easier for Saturday mornings. So I'm liking that I've done that.
Nice. Yeah. I'm liking that you did it too.
Well, I did it for you. That's the reason why. It's not because the viewership was down and it's crowded on Fridays. No. I did it so that I could make sure that I got plenty of sleep and still made it here on time.
Good, because without my lovely sidekick, what would I do? Let's see. First, kind of doesn't count because
I know it doesn't count. That's the joke.
I know, but it's still funny. Second, which is probably the most important one today, is Blue Collar. 2 will be a big theme today. Boosh, my friend. I hope he's feeling better. Although, like, he seemed to be doing good the other day. Scooby Pup, my dearest pup. Don't look at his face. Don't look at his face. Don't look at his face. Jesus Christ, what happened to your face? Yeah, so we're gonna jump on in. Right now we have a couple things going on, but yeah, so this is a Bob Kane original. So August of 42, Detective Comics 66. This is my football number. I know for a fact he was originally Harvey Kent. And then they changed it because they didn't want people to misconstrue that he was related to Jonathan and Martha.
Right.
Which I don't know. It's funny to me how especially like in the golden age, like how many of these names got like reused when there's like so many different last names out there, but it was like I'm sure.
And on top of that, the same creators are all going through.
Yeah,
I kind of like this name, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it in Superman as well. I'm gonna use it in Green Lantern. It just.
Oh, so I was talking about this. We were discussing Batman 89 on Film Comics Explained last night, and so when Bill Finger came up with the name of Gotham City, he of course he found it in a New York City phone booth or phone book because they wanted to get away from New York because all the original stories are set in New York.
Yep.
And
even the original Green Arrow was out of New York.
Yes, and one of his names that he came up was with Coast City, and he's like, nah, that should be for something else, and of course, that's obviously where Green Lantern operates out of. So it's like it's all it's all You know, these people think there's like it's this broad thing. It really is. There's like these handful of guys in the golden age, like really doing all this. Let's see. Yes. Yes. I mean, there's nothing to say about that. So why don't we, without further ado, jump right into.
I'm glad you said that. My French is pretty bad.
Yeah, no, mine's perfect. But why don't we jump right into Seal's Kiss? We did it.
Well, I appreciate that you did that. It gave me a chance to fix my camera.
That's why I did it. I was like, so share screen. Two-Face. Two-Face is a supervillain appearing in the American comic books published by DC. He was created by Bob Kane. He first appeared in Detective Comics 66 in August of 1942. He's become one of the superhero Batman's most enduring enemies, belonging to the collective adversaries known as the Rogues Gallery. Hey, I'm in the Rogues Gallery.
Hey, I know that.
Me and Emerald are both in the Rogues Gallery. Wouldn't you know?
Yeah, if you ever it's kind of funny if you ever watch Iron's intro. He did a good job. He actually has me as Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins.
He does. I forget who he made me originally. I think it was wait, who's the bad guy in Conan the Barbarian?
I'm blanking.
Yeah, it's too early. Either way. But oh yeah, Thulsa Doom, which I was like, I'll take that. He contemplate, hang him from the tree of woe. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, he's been around. He in his comic book appearances, Two-Face is the alter ego of Harvey Dent. I don't even know if it's like the alter ego. I think that's just it's not like he's Harvey Dent. Like after his accident, he just is Two-Face. It's not like he's
it's not an alter. He's still, I mean, he's still Harvey, and I mean, the whole point is that you look at it, and Batman will refer to him still as Harvey.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, because he's still Harvey. It's just Two-Face is just something that people call him just because of the split. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. Is his duality. Is if anything, it's his dual ego. It's not an altered. There's nothing alternate about it. There's two things happening at once. Let's see. Yeah. So I don't like that. Gotham City's former district attorney, who became a criminal mastermind obsessed with duality and the number two. Half of his face is hideously scarred after a mob boss, Sal Maroni, throws acid at him, resulting disfigurement drives him insane and causes him to make decisions based on the flip of a coin. The modern age comic portrays the character as having a dissociative identity disorder, with Two-Face being an alternate personality developed as a result of childhood abuse. The modern version also established as having once been an ally of Batman and Commissioner James Gordon and a close friend of Batman's secret identity, Bruce Wayne. The character has been adapted in various media incarnations, which we will get to later.
Yep.
But still, they got Billy D. What they don't mention, we can get into that after.
There was doing a little bit of research prior to getting a little bit more into just kind of see it. There's an actor that voiced him that I was shocked to see, and we'll get to it. But when I saw that, I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
Is it Shatner?
Really? It's Shatner."
Yeah, I knew it.
I saw that, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh, you know who
I
originally?
must flip a coin to
Yes.
figure out how we are going to proceed.
So they had like just before Adam West died, him and Burt Ward recorded like these cartoon versions of like these 1966 reunions.
Uh-huh.
And what up, boss? It's my boss, Roman of the Empire. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, he's up early, but he's a military man, so it's probably ingrained in him. But he's a rock and roller too. Sleep in, brother. But but if you must, please watch the show. So yeah, they recorded these cartoons, and it was Adam West and Burt Ward, and they would just get like these 60s era actors. And yeah, they had William Shatner, Adam Gray. I gotta talk with Adam Gray. We gotta hang out soon. I miss Adam. Adam has one of my favorite shows on the internet. And then so yeah, they picked Shatner, but originally in the 1966 television show, Clint Eastwood was actually set to play Two-Face, and they put him in makeup and everything, and they thought the makeup was too disturbing for like family audiences, and that episode got canned. They actually used that script. There's a Batman 66 comic that's currently running, and they use the actual script for that.
Episode.
I've never had any real what the shit? That's for disfigurement?
Okay.
I kind of want to click on disfigure. Oh, syphilis.
Yikes.
That's rough. Meanwhile, hand eczema, which maybe I would go with first. But no, face syphilis. That appears to be a child.
Yeah.
How's a child getting syphilis? I'm assuming he got it from the mother, but damn. Enemy of the channel, syphilis. You can, Barb. Barb, we're always got another place for Barb in the club.
Yep. All are welcome.
So, let's go into the creation golden age. So from what I remember in the golden age is it was more like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. So instead of not
Mhm.
to make decisions, if the coin was good heads, he would do something good. And if the coin was bad heads, he would do something bad.
They were really playing off of the yin and yang, playing
So-
off of a positive and negative karma.
So he would flip bad heads, and then he would rob a bank, and then he would flip good heads, and then he would give the money that he robbed to charity.
Yeah.
Or to like a nun convent or something. So like much yeah. So here we go. 66. The new Batman villain was originally named Harvey Apollo Kent, a handsome, law-abiding former Gotham City district attorney. What was this is I was like, oh, why did they have this little Al Capone popping up? Yeah, I'm trying to use my cursor to read, but there's so many damn things highlighted that it's just going to keep popping up. So unfortunately, I'll just use my eyes. So He was a handsome, law-abiding Gotham City district attorney, close to Batman. Half of his face was disfigured when a mob boss he was prosecuting, Sal Maroni, splashed Kent with acid. Which, I mean, so
They've kept
that,
pretty consistent on that. I mean, for Origin.
yeah, it's actually kind of surprising that Sal Maroni goes all the way back to the Golden Age as well.
Yeah.
Resulting in the loss of his sanity and a turn to crime. His crimes were centered around the number 2, creating a Two-Face. In creating Two-Face, Kane was inspired in the 1931 adaptation of Robert Louis Stevenson's story, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which Kane described as a classic story of the good and evil sides of human nature. And also influenced by the silent film adaptation of Gaston Leroux's The Phantom of the Opera, which I don't understand that one.
Yeah, I don't either. The last thing I need to see is Two-Face break out into song.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Lon Chaney going. Like he's a master of disguise with his underbite. But Kane and Finger, so we know that it was Finger, conceived the idea of Two-Face flipping a coin, scarred on one side to determine which personality emerges. Evil of the coin flip results in the scarred side, which causes him to go on a rampage, looting and destruction, or good if the results is the unscarred side, causing him to loot to charity or refrain from committing a crime. In Kane's autobiography, Batman and Me, Kane suggested that Finger was inspired by the pulp magazine hero, the Black Bat, with their similarities as both are district attorneys disfigured by acid. Well, that's some key
Black Bat.
inspiration.
I'm not familiar with Black Bat.
Yeah, Two-Face's last name, Kent, was later changed to Dent, which Kane at first was done to avoid confusion with Superman's alter ego, Clark Kent. So, yeah. The Crimes of Two-Face was also introduced Two-Face devoted wife, Gilda Dent, a long-standing character in Two-Face stories. Later appearances continued featuring the character's criminal life until he was cured through plastic surgery. In his third appearance, shown reform in 1952's The Double Crimes of Two-Face, with an imposter taking Two-Face's place in later stories. Two-Face made his last appearance in the Golden Age in 1954's Two-Face Strikes Again, in which Two-Face returns to the crime. However, the story is non-canon to the Golden Age version of the character because the only Two-Face stories from 1942 and 52 were assigned to DC's setting for their Golden Age characters in Earth 2, which we've gotten into.
I don't like that they tried to do where they tried to go, oh yeah, well, with plastic surgery it cured him. What? No, he was mentally broken. It's not just a skin level, facial level problem with Harvey. It was mental. It was a mental break. Yeah, it's brain broken. That's not plastic surgery fixable.
I believe Elvis Presley said all shook up is the 1 second.
So Harvey is one of those characters that has always been an interesting, and I think sometimes has just been mishandled, but we'll definitely get into that.
Oh, the mishandling is absurd. And Jamalama, good friend of the channel, Jamalama Ding Dong. Wait, Jamal, why aren't you a mod? I'll fix that in a second. Shame on me not having Jamalama be a mod.
But
Yeah.
I mean, at least with the character, they pretty consistently made him in a suit that is two sides as well. It,
Yeah.
unlike like the mishandling of, I think, or the bizarre of like Catwoman that we talked about last week. At least they were pretty consistent with his character here when it
Well, I mean,
comes to
it's
the
different with female characters, right? Like,
yeah.
because fashion trends change. Like, a suit's never gonna go out of style. But although, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, but I could just see it with the current ilk at DC trying to do Two Face and have him like in a t-shirt and jeans. That's it. I could
Yeah.
see them try to pull something like that.
What if
Make him a
his
hipster.
value was in his gender?
Oh, one side male, one side female.
Or he just it was like he's like, you have no idea how I identify Batman. Neither do I. Hold on, let me flip this card. I'm them, they now. Now I'm Ghostkin.
Well, the thing is in that case, it actually fits a little bit more with his dual personality.
It actually does.
Yeah, that actually makes a little more sense.
Yeah, but that would make him non-binary, and if there's anything that Two-Face is binary.
It's binary. Yes, no, 1, 2, up, down, left, right, good, evil. I mean, it literally is Two-Face.
Yes. Let's see. Dormancy and revitalization. The character was unused throughout the Silver Age of comics, probably because of the Comics Code of Authority.
Yep.
Steve Harvey Dent suits never go out of it's because he's the king of comedy.
Never get the scarred side of the coin.
Let's see. Appearing only in the 173rd issue of World's Finest Comics in 1968, which featured Batman transforming into Two-Face. In July of 1971, during the Bronze Age comics, Two-Face was brought back by Denny O'Neil, who is amazing, and former editor Julius Schwartz for Half an Evil. Written by O'Neil, drawn by Neil Adams. Oh my God, so many heavy hitters. Half an Evil was a mystery story that features Two-Face stealing doubloons from a pirate ship. See, that's what I love about the Bronze Age is like they weren't afraid to get serious, but like there was still that like adventure aspect of it too. Like you wouldn't see like modern day Batman fighting over doubloons on a pirate ship. Like, give me some of that. Give me some of that shit. It also retold his origin to recap the previous stories. After his reintroduction, Two-Face was featured in several DC comics, such as The Brave and the Bold, Justice League of America, and Teen Titans. Became one of Batman's most popular enemies. So, let's see. Modern Age, following Crisis on Infinite, which is really all I care about, is post-Crisis. We're not going to get into all the. Oh, see, I met Neil Adams at a Comic-Con, and I hung out with him for like a good 45 minutes, and I found him to be pretty cool. But I'm sure you have a better, you know, I'm sure you knew him longer than 45 minutes. But also, I was like kissing his ass because, like, you know, like I really enjoyed the work of Neil Adams. So I'm sure he's a very nice man as long as you were, you know,
kissing his ass,
smooching that hiney.
Yeah.
But who am I to say? So after, I still got to make that Crisis on Infinite Earths meme, but I have no idea what I would do for it. Actually, I just came up with an idea of what I would do for it.
Make sure you write it down so you don't forget it.
Yeah. Hold on.
You are medicated up right now, so
I am quite medicated up right now, if you couldn't tell by my voice. Or lack thereof and stuffy nose. But I don't want to give away the joke.
no. You got to save it. I mean, because it would interfere and it would spoil it, such as El Gacho.
Yes, no, we can't have a show without a gotcha.
For what's right. For love. My balls are a cry for justice. My dick veins are a cry of passion. I am El Gaucho.
Never has there been another, and never will there be a better. Yeah, I'm aware. I didn't wait. No, I did not know he did the Nascent X commercials with the shitty CGI B character. Like even back in the day, going like that B looks like shit. But I did not. Cool. Thanks, Bush. All right, Two-Face was reintroduced in Frank Miller's 1986 version of Batman's origin, Batman Year One, as Gotham City's former crusader against crime and former ally of the Batman. Later, 1990, Two-Face was given a revised version by Andrew Helfer in 1990's Eye of the Beholder, Batman Annual 14, which established Harvey Dent as having dissociative identity disorder and affected by his psychological trauma from his past childhood abuse dealt by his father, with Two-Face's being a second personality state cemented by Dent as formerly a part of an alliance with Batman and Gordon against crime in Gotham City. Pardon me. Game on. Double X, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. In 1995's Batman Two-Face, Crime and Punishment. I actually think I have this issue. By GM Demetrius and artist Scott McDaniel. Built on Eye of the Beholder and explored Dent's psyche and childhood with his abusive father. Two-Face origin was later explained by with writer Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's 1996 limited edition series, The Long Halloween, which incorporated aspects of Eye of the Beholder and explored Batman Gordon's Dent's struggle to end Gotham's mob during the rise of costume villains. A reformed Dent, rid of Two-Face, was featured in the 2002 storyline Hush, continuing on to 2006 in the 52's limited series, and in writer James Robinson's Batman arc Face the Face, which explored Dent having trained under Batman and taking Batman's place as Gotham's protector during Batman's 1-year absence, as well as Two-Face's return in 2006 limited series Two-Face Year One, written by Mark Sabel. Two-Face was given a revamped origin, focusing on Dent's transformation into Two-Face during Dent's election campaign, for district attorney, as well as establishing the relationship between the young Harvey Dent and Bruce Wayne. Secret identity. So what I'm seeing, and then the New 52 happened, and I'm sure it was shit. So we pretty much got through that. I'll humor it. It's usually never fucking good, but since it's such a small, Two-Face origin was changed, of course. Even though, like, usually the best part about like the 90s, proud about. And my new co-host of the news, Toasty with the Mosty. Good to see you. And proud about, she's also going to be on this weekend. It's going to be a grand old time. I got two lovely ladies on my stream, but right now we're talking about, here's the problem with the New 52. The 90s, they would take things and aspects from all the golden and silver age and the bronze age, and they would explore these things like they did with Harvey, going like, oh, he has dissociative identity disorder. That's because he has a childhood trauma. Let's jump into the childhood trauma. Let's elaborate.
It was the start of the deconstructions.
Yeah,
New 52 really was the deconstruction of characters, and then throwing in stuff that really didn't need to be explored, and then altering origins.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so the 90s would go like, well, why did this person do this? Well, there's a reason.
He didn't get a participation trophy, so clearly he was going to become a villain later in life.
Father McGahee touched his no-no, and now he's upset. And then now you have the New 52, and it was like, well, actually, he's a little gay Chinese boy. And you're like, what? He was like, yes, you read that correctly. And you're like, okay. But let's see. Altering the cause of Dent's transformation and introducing Gilda's death into the origin. The story established Dent's knowledge of Bruce Wayne being Batman and concluded Dent's dying by suicide. The subsequent... So they change. Someone said this character's been around since 1942, has had the same origin all the way through. I can do better in 2014.
Again, a situation of, instead of me making my own brand new character, I'm going to take one and I'm going to redesign him, and I know better.
That's absurd. That's just hubris. I don't like it. And to kill Gilda too. That's so in Rebirth, which we always say is much better. Two-Face and Scott Snyder's own worst enemy arc, All-Star Batman, which was, we could get into one day. Something all on its own. He tries to obtain a cure to rid Dent of Two-Face in a road trip. Nice little buddy comedy road trip.
Oh, I can already see it. A friend, a foe, on the road trip of a lifetime.
He like flips the coin, and then he's like shooting a machine gun out of the window, and Batman's like, Harvey,
we're not going to stop at Buc-ee's if you keep doing this.
But I want brisket. now I just want to see that. 2 men or 3. Technically
this isn't your normal road trip.
Like the Two-Face is driving. Batman's like, for the last time, can we stop at the next rest stop? I really have to pee. And he's like flipping a coin. He's like, no.
The coin says it's in the bottle.
Yeah, the coin says no. Here's a Gatorade bottle. And
but Harvey, it's not a number 1, it's a number 2.
Oh yeah, it's a number 2. Game on.
Along the way, they pick up hitchhikers such as Robin.
Yeah.
A small hitchhiking boy on his way to Hollywood to start a career.
Yeah, like who's the Bruce? Who's the dude with the thick?
Don't look at his face.
Don't look.
Don't look.
We're trying to get away from that. And he's like, God damn it, I'm getting the coin.
With special guest stars such as the Riddler, who drives both of the travelers insane with its constant riddles.
Riddle me this. Who's not fun to look at when he's in the driver's seat? You guys like, God damn it.
Flip that coin. Can I kill him yet? Can I kill him yet?
I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, a road trip buddy comedy with the Batman characters is like now on my short list of things that need to be explored. So yeah, skills and abilities. I mean, I know he's like formidable. Like you know, he can go hand to hand with Batman, but I guess like he's good at law. Like that's,
Wait. He's good at. Wait. I didn't know he was a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, apparently you don't have to be a lawyer to be a judge. So why would you have to be a lawyer to be a DA? Marksmanship, martial arts. Why is this the picture for martial arts? Okay, sorry, that's distracting.
Looks more like foul distress.
Being trained by Deathstroke and Batman. I'm sure that's a later addition.
Yeah.
I see, like the marksmanship and I guess like the martial arts like makes sense when you realize like he went to school with Bruce, so like they probably had horseback riding and polo and all those other rich kid sports, and you know, so like we'll make you proficient in firing,
skeet shooting.
Yes, that skeet. Yeah, so guild. All right, so I think wait, Renee Montoya. I thought we already did this.
It looks like they broke it up even more on him.
Yeah. Wow. Just getting it. I want to see. Did they show it every single time? I do like this depiction the best, where he's not like it's not ridiculous.
When we get into live actions, I will state which I think the best live action one was.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we should do other versions. There are plenty of.
See, it's right there. Alternate universe variant Two-Face from Earth 31 appeared in Dark Knight Returns. This version was physically healed via plastic surgery, but unforeseen costs destroyed Harvey's personality. Again, how does plastic surgery fix the brain?
It doesn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like there's this part that The Shining is one of my favorite books, and when Jack Torrance goes up to investigate the room that like the ghost woman who attacked Annie's in, there's a scene where he's just standing in the hallway and he's looking at the doorknob, and you can kind of hear the ghost woman like kind of like doing stuff behind the door, and he's looking down at the doorknob, and he goes, if this doorknob moves, like I'll go mad. Like if the doorknob, like his mind would snap. Like you don't just like put that back together. You know what I mean? Like if something he got that Jonah Hex skincare regimen. Attaboy. I like this version was scarred by Sinestro and powering his lantern energy and became Binary Star. That is that's a name.
Because they gotta go. Because like, of course, it's always about duality. That's the thing about Two Faces. It literally is the actual physical shown of duality constantly on the page. Where Batman's duality is he's either as Bruce or he's as Batman. It's never the same exactly at the same time. You're only seeing one or the other at the time. Where with Harvey, both dualities are right there on the page at the exact same time.
All right. Well, let's get into Two-Face in other media. Because we don't we went through the conceptualizing. We don't need to go through the biography on all of the
There he is. There he is. Ooh, Bill Shatner.
Yeah, like I said, I knew that one was going to be on there. Apparently he was in the Joker whatever, the sequel, which I'm not going to see.
Nope.
I didn't even really
again. There's some people that like the movie The Joker, but when you actually learn the history of that movie, it had nothing to do with Joker. It was only thrown that in there so that he could get it made. It was originally was not a Joker movie. Two balls, one
vash. I mean, yeah, no, it's not a Joker movie.
No.
It's weird. Yeah, and I don't really even like the Dark Knight thing where like he just never took off the burnt suit. It's passable, but not for me. So live action, while Two-Face did not appear in Batman 66, several scripts featuring the character were developed, and Clint Eastwood was allegedly slated to play the role at one point. The most prominent scripts were submitted by new wave science fiction author Harlan Ellison, who he's he's got his name on Terminator because he's a whiny bitch. So yeah, it was adapted into a comic, Batman 66, The Lost Episode. See, guys, I know my shit. A young Harvey Dent appears in Gotham, portrayed by Nicholas D'Agostino. Two-Face makes a cameo appearance in The Titans. The episode Dick Grayson, portrayed by an uncredited stunt double. I really don't know if that counts.
And we can skip the Gotham Knights portrayal.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm not a fan of that. You want to know what, that actor, I was fine with him in Supernatural. That's it. I have not liked him in anything else.
Can't wait. Boosh. Can't wait for the gender swap. Vaj Al Ghul. Hey, Rick. Good morning. Yeah, I don't. I'm not like the biggest fan of. Again, like you said, Supernatural, great. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of
No.
And Gotham Knights was terrible anyway, and yeah, the makeup was terrible. But then again, it's a CW show. What are you gonna do? Although, yeah, actually, no, I take that back because there have been plenty passable CW shows, even though like
because they started out good. They started out good, specifically at the beginning of Arrowverse. They actually started out fairly good, but then completely just went off the rails. And any show that after it kind of the first couple seasons of Arrow, the first couple seasons of The Flash, the quality all started going downhill. And any show that came in as during the decline were garbage.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It might have looked a little cheaper, but the heart of the characters were there at the beginning of the Arrowverse. So like it was passable, and like most comic book fans, we're willing to give it a pass if if like you're at least sticking to the proper characters and having characters behave the way they want. You're not like taking like these insane liberties, and then no, it was like, this is Batman's son, none of the Robins. He's just some guy that Bruce that Bruce just willy-nilly decided to adopt and gave him no training.
All I will say is what killed Arrow was the creation of Felicity Smoke. When they created her and then turned Arrow into a cuck for her, it completely ruined the show.
Yeah. Well, but they always need that, right? In a CW thing. It was like, well, we need to cuck this character. Let's see. Animation. Based on the Golden Age character in Brave and the Bold. And like I said, guys, just watch Brave and the Bold. It's, if you are a fan of like the Gold and Silver Age, it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's definitely meant for younger audiences, but it's fun. Harvey Dent, incarnation of Two-Face, appears on Robot Chicken, voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. Oh yes, that's the one where he gets disfigured over and over and over again. So he spilled like coffee on his face, and he's like, "Call me by my real name, Three-Face." And then he gets something else spilled on his face, and he's like, "Call me by my real name, Four-Face." It was funny. Yeah, Robot Chicken. Paul Sloan appears in Young Justice, which again, great show until they decided to fuck it up. Harvey Dent, incarnation of Two-Face, appears in Beware the Batman. I never watched much of Beware the Batman because I don't like that CGI style. They did it with Green Lantern for a little bit too.
He was voiced by Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's not terrible though. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. Batman's like, "You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?"
It's the buddy golf comedy, Batman and Two-Face.
Somebody's closer. The version opposed to vigilantism in an effort to take down the Batman. See, I don't mind that too. I don't mind the pre-Two-Face where he's just the DA, and but it's always the same story where it was like, "I'm going to take down the Batman." And then like he deals with Batman. He was like, "You know what, Batman? You're pretty cool, Batman. No more problems from me, Batman."
I know we're kind of going over vigilante justice and stuff, and this is against law and everything, but I know what, you're cool. I'm going to let you pass.
You're one of the good ones. Dennis started an explosion with Anarchy mockingly dubbing him Two-Face. I don't mind that either, where someone else gives him the moniker.
I mean, it plays into the Dark Knight too, because it's the same thing. That's kind of where where it was mentioned there, but it's the fact that the cops, because when he was working as an investigator for Gotham Police, they called him Harvey Two-Face because he spoke out both sides of his mouth, and so backstabbing. Yes, I agree. Felicity was annoying as fuck.
Jeremy, good to see you. Guys, remember to hit the like button, share out the stream, and if not, go fuck yourself. I don't know what else to do. I've done all I can. Let's see. The Harvey Dent incarnation of Two-Face makes a non-speaking cameo in Teen Titans Go. Like I said, that's fine when it's like a cameo. I don't think it should be noted just because you have a character like standing in the background. If you have an actor portraying them, that's fine. But this is like an offshoot, like an animated thing where it was like, is it really?
Then it's a background character.
Yeah, it's background.
Like, I mean, if that were the case, it'd be like in the credits. It's like man standing behind table. Man standing here, it's like, okay, it's not notable, so you really don't even need to mention it. If they don't even have lines and they're not even really doing anything, then there's no reason for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Break
Although I guess
teammate.
this is the DC superhero girls. Nope, we're not talking about Harley Quinn. Okay, he looks better in Gotham with like when you originally like click on his.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I buy this a little bit more. Yeah, that was okay. There we go. The DC animated universe. I was like, why is it taking so long to get to Batman the animated series? Which is, you know, by far one of the best depictions of the character. But here we go. Harvey Dent. Never mind. The Cape Crusader, which is just like we've talked about so many times, such a missed opportunity. And then he's voiced by Diedrich Bader, who is voices Batman in Batman Brave and the Bold. And I think he just does just fine.
Yeah.
Underrated voice actor.
Sorry, whenever I see him, for him, whenever I see that actor, I just think of Lawrence living next to Peter in Office Space.
You got me again, Kickbox. You got me again. I'm pretty sure I still have no followers on Kick, but I don't think I do the right thing where I just like stream and talk about my feelings. Okay, the first now we get into some of the good stuff. We got the animated series where it's got a bit of everything, right? He's got the dissociative identity disorder. He's got an alternate personality named Big Bad Harv. After initially making minor appearances, his most notable seeing him being brainwashed by Poison Ivy into dating her as an attempt on his life. Two-Face's self-titled two-part episode sees Dent's condition resurface amidst his engagement to Grace Lamont, which is basically Gilda Dent. Which I never understood that either, why they changed the name of the character. But his DEA re-election campaign and crime boss Rupert Thorne stealing his therapy records to use them as blackmail material. I was
that before it shows that he was already dealing with the personality disorder prior to the disfigurement.
Yeah, which they did in the 90s, which is fine.
Yep. Which makes sense. It's just essentially he had kept it pretty under wraps, but it just when the disfigurement happened, it broke him.
Yeah, and of course he stops getting treatment as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so he's being blackmailed, which, yeah, I guess that would pretty much tank your campaign. you know when they find out, if it was something like manageable, I just dissociative identity disorder is kind of a tall mental illness. Do gotta love the Bruce Timm art here. I mean, because he looks like he can throw down, right? Like normally wow. YouTube chat, I am in you. That's a hell of an announcement there, Mike. Yeah, so he gets disfigured. This time I believe it was from like a loose wire. It triggers an explosion that severely scars the left side of his face. And body, driven mad by his disfigurement, Dent reinvents himself as gangster crime boss. Two-Face returns in the Arkham Adventure or New Batman Adventures. Basically, it's the same character. Film. Harvey Dent.
Billy D.
I'm sad. There's an alternate universe where Billy D. Williams plays this character, and
In the actual disfigured Two-Face makeup.
yeah. Well, so I always tell this story. Max Schreck, Christopher Walken's character in Batman Returns, when Catwoman kisses him with the live wire, that was supposed to be Harvey Dent, and that's how he was gonna turn into Two-Face. When they elected not to have Two-Face come back, or not to have Harvey Dent come, or Billy D. Williams come back, they
The third,
they kind of just moved Christopher Walken in. But it was it had something. I think it did have something to do with they didn't want him back, or they didn't want Burton back because they wanted to sell more Happy Meals and shit like that. But
of course,
but that's here nor there, because Batman Returns hadn't come out yet, so there was some sort of contractual thing going on before even the second movie got in. Because, like I said, Max Schreck's character was very much supposed to be Harvey Dent.
and I think, wasn't it part of it too? Billy D only agreed to doing Harvey Dent, knowing that he would become Two-Face.
Yeah,
He knew that was the trajectory, and that he only played it if they would actually do it.
Yeah, and there was a I know there's a recording. Let's see if I can find it. Billy D. Williams. And he and it's Billy D. Williams, so he said it smooth, and he was like, I was gonna do it as a psychosexual character. And you're like, oh, okay.
Don't you know who I am? I flew the Millennium Falcon, motherfuckers.
Always goes down smooth.
And stole Han Solo's clothes. That's the one thing that always made it hilarious for me, is the fact that Billy D is what they did with Star Wars and his character, that all of a sudden he's now got the Millennium Falcon and now he's dressing like Han. Stole his wardrobe too.
Yeah, I know. I can't find it, but there was a there was a recording of him saying, like, showing how he would have talked, how he would have did it. Whatever. Not that important. We can go back. I would have liked to see that. He returns as Harvey Lee Jones, which, like I said, huge missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. I did not like his makeup, but I did like the suit.
Yeah, he had a couple different suits, but I liked the aesthetic, and it was good for the time. It's just I wish he would have just played it a little bit more straight, than so bombastic. You had Jim Carrey for that. You didn't need that.
You've referenced him as Agent K.
Yes.
When it's the Two-Face side, I see him more as doing from The Fugitive.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that works too. But within the range of Tommy Lee Jones, like something you would expect Tommy Lee Jones to do. Yeah, well, Donald Trump at the time, not based on the Don we all know now. Harvey Dent. I did not really like Aaron Eckhart's depiction of Harvey Dent,
But I like the makeup. That's the thing. I did like the makeup that they did, or well, the effect they did for it a little bit more, because it did have more of the open. It had more of the eye. I think it was a little bit more towards the kind of the comic book aspect of the look compared to like the makeup they did for Batman Forever.
Yes, I don't. And what's his face who played Rachel? I thought that was a terrible trade off where we had.
Oh, that was definitely not a glow up in any kind of way. That was a very much a downgrade going to Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, and then like both of these like well-to-do Gotham socialites are just losing their mind over this gassed up mid. I don't see it happening. And yeah, he is very much too like tied to Rachel. Like it doesn't appear like he's getting much done because he's not. You can have someone like love another character and still be productive. You know, they had like a couple moments like, but Your Honor, I'm not finished, and it was like, well, yeah, maybe you might want to get a little bit of security when you're doing these high profile cases there, Harv. Yeah, and then it bleeds into The Dark Knight Rises, which is it's dumb. They're like the whole thing, like we're gonna reveal, you know.
You want to, okay, so for one thing, yeah, I don't like the portrayal of Harvey and in turn Two-Face for the Dark Knight. But what I hate the most is the fact that you wait so long into the movie to finally reveal him and then kill him at the end.
Yeah, no, that would have been perfectly fine to just like thwart him and have him run off, and then you have him be another bad guy in the third movie. You would have had more to do.
I mean, he has his transformation, and what, 30 minutes later he's dead.
Yeah, pretty much. There is the one scene where he's in the limo though, and he's like, I'm not gonna shoot you, I'm gonna shoot your driver. That was good. But that's about it. It's about what's fair. It was like, no, that's yeah, the scene in the hospital is good, but that's just because Heath Ledger is just killing it.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
still kind of funny. That's still a funny. I still actually kind of laugh at that scene. He walks in, takes the mask off. Hi.
Yeah, it's perfect. Young Harvey Dent appears in joke. So yeah, I don't care about that movie. Yeah, so we got what? I thought we already did animation.
No, that was DC animated. It was animated universe, just animation. I think they're talking about the other kind of
animation.
Oh,
film animation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in year one, Dark Knight Returns, all the DC Lego movies. And then Billy D. Williams does return in the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, voicing him.
Which fine with that.
I think anything, honestly, I think the reason why he's being voiced by Billy D. Williams is that was part of the settlement.
I mean, I think it was just like a thrill for people like my age taking their kids to go see the Lego Batman. It was like, hey, we got Billy D. Williams finally playing, you know, but that very well might be. And then, yeah, if you guys haven't seen, there's only a couple. There's one or two of them where Adam West returns,
the boys,
with Burt Ward, and they make these little Batman 66 cartoons, and he's voiced by William Shatner. And yeah, it's fun. The way that they do it is there's like a machine that's supposed to like strip you from evil, and then it's like the evil side actually comes out, so it like injures.
Was it a little device called the Agonizer? Anyone that knows the original Batman, I mean original Star Trek, know what the Agonizer is.
Yes, it feels very much like from that era. I enjoyed it. Yeah, Suicide Squad. That was a decent one. Batman Ninja. This one's kind of divisive, but I actually enjoyed it. It's where Batman and his rogues gallery get transported back to feudal Japan, and all the
we got to play this just a little bit. Let me share this.
Okay.
Just so people, it's just strange, and then don't expect to see it.
Harvey Dent. A pleasure to share a room with Gotham's greatest defender of justice. Couldn't do it if you didn't catch them first, Batman. We make a pretty good team, if I do say so myself. Isn't it past your bedtime? Let's not be hasty, Strange. You've got to prove this contraption works first. If it does, Batman and Robin won't be the only ones out of a job.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's
Hides their fates.
Like I said, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Tough luck, boys. Batman and Robin will live. For now. Shut up, or else the coin decides your fates too. Grab the loot. Think twice before you try to thwart my plans again, Batman.
Not bad.
No, it's not terrible. And also that green design is what they were going to go with the live action series. And like I said, that was going to be on Clint Eastwood. At the time, they deemed that design to be too scary for like modern audiences, which I'm sure if we saw like 1960s television makeup,
Oh yeah.
I really don't think. I think we could have handled it. I would have loved to see Clint Eastwood in that role, though.
Hulk smash green.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like I don't think anyone saw a painted up Lou Ferrigno. It was like, oh.
Yep, I'm terrified.
I'm glad I wore my yellow pants today because it's the 70s. You can wear dumb shit like that. Yeah, so we got it. Nailed it. Yeah, I do like his design in the Arkham series. As a matter of fact, might play some Arkham games today because, like I said, I am sick and I ain't doing shit after this. Other games, yeah, he shows up in Batman the Animated Series, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. The young Harvey Dent. What is this on? Oh, Game Boy. Game Boy. Yes, he shows up in one of the worst video games of all time. I don't know if you guys ever had the displeasure of playing this game, but it was one of the few Sega games that I owned, and it is terrible. Actually, that's not true. I had a plethora of Sega games. I wanted to like this game because it was Batman, so I found myself playing it quite a bit and going like, no, it's a skill issue, right? And you're like, no, it's not. It's just a terrible, terrible game. Unlike like the NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where like it is a skill thing. If you actually like read the pamphlet and learned how to play the game, it's a decent game. It's just difficult. That's something to be said. No, this is an inherently broken game. But yeah, I think we did it. Don't mind calling this one as a little bit shorter. You know, feel a little under the weather, and there's not much to really get into. You know what I mean? He doesn't go through these wild transformations like.
No, I think he's one of the few characters that didn't really get altered and didn't have major changes. Didn't really ultimately, unlike other ones that had some really drastic changes. I was talking about like Catwoman last time, where she keep going through these different swings.
Yes. Yeah, there were so many different aspects of the character that not even evolved over time. That just completely changed. This one's basically pretty consistent. I do like the aspect of this. What happened to me was so traumatic. I now have to flip a coin because I don't know what the right answer is. Like, I don't care what the right answer is. Like, like he is disassociated entirely and lets a coin make his decisions for him. It's inherently interesting, it was like it's interesting to watch the decision they make, and like, I don't think you're doing it right if you're writing for them and you're not flipping a coin yourself. You like, that's the beauty of the character, because if he does something where you're like, well, why the hell would he do that? Well, it's like, well, he flips a coin to make his decisions. Like, that's it's not only interesting, it's incredibly dangerous. But he just doesn't care. And the sad part is like, that he was like this talented, brilliant guy, and it's just he's just so traumatized it doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were, let's end on a decent question here. If you could pick somebody to play Two-Face now, who would you pick?
The actor that played Jon Snow. I don't want it. I don't want it. McQueen. I mean, he was Two-Face in that fucking show. No, that's actually more of a hard.
I agree.
For you, Bosch, Zendaya.
It's a gender swap, but he's big, he's formidable enough. I wouldn't. Damn it, I just forgot. Idris Elba would be a cool choice.
I don't care, because let's not even look at it from an aspect of being a race swap, because the whole point that Billy D. Williams was set to play.
I agree.
I don't have a problem in the case of Harvey being race swapped, if it's a good enough actor to play the role. And that's why I really don't have a problem with any kind of race swap if the actor is actually good and will do a good job on that role.
100%. I think Idris Elba could do it. He's a good straight man.
Yeah.
And he's big, it was like, but he's not huge. Like,
Harvey was more of is also supposed to be more of a formidable, bigger guy, not a little twig. Especially if he's supposed to be able to be doing more combative type of fighting and stuff like that. You're not going to have a small little frail stick.
I mean, he's a brawler type. Like, he can't match Bruce's training, but like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't fuck with him. Especially because he's crazy. But
there's just too many there. The thing is there's just not as many good actors out there that could really do the part currently, anyway, that could really do the part justice. I think Idris would be a decent one, but I really cannot answer that one. I don't think I really have an answer on who currently could do a good portrayal. Now, I know who Hollywood would probably like to slate into that position. If they could release him from being from Fantastic Four.
Oh, shut up. I wonder who it could be. You know what? Make it go full circle. Make it Scott Eastwood. Scott.
Or have them as a, hey, you want to know what? Or we go with an actual, or if you're going with an actual older Batman and stuff like that, then you could pull back one of could pull in a much older actor to play a much older Harvey Dent, Two-Face. And if that's the case, then you probably could get away with bringing back an older actor to play the role. And if that's the case, I mean, you might have a little bit more options there.
Yeah. Antonio Banderas. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
or even or batter. I mean, actually, maybe if they can dress him up and actually get him, since he's already voiced him once and did fairly well. I mean, could Diedrich pull off an older Harvey Dent?
probably. He's not, like I said, he's not a bad actor. I enjoyed him on the Drew Carey show.
And like I said, I liked him as Lawrence in Office Space.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. Did you say El Gaucho?
For what's right. For love. My balls are a cry for justice. My dick veins are a cry of passion. I am El Gaucho.
Also, one thing I will say, now granted, we didn't really go down like the new 52 like rabbit hole here. I guess other versions is probably where we would find it. But like, yeah, okay, never mind. I said still, like, who is Jessica Dent? Like, I'm not you didn't see a lot of that BS there. But whatever this is pretty awful. But yeah, it's not like there wasn't anything earth shattering. Of course, the new 52 adaptation was terrible, but it was nothing that I think like broke it. But you got Evelyn Dent Three-Face. I'm sure that went great. But that's Countdown to Infinite Crisis, so that's pretty. So maybe that isn't terrible. But where are you gonna be for the rest of the week, bud?
Tonight at 7 p.m. over on my channel, we have insert title here. It will be a complete decompressed type of stream. No politics, no news. We're just going to play a game and just kind of kick back and relax, especially after the way the last 2 weeks have been. Then Tuesday at 6 p.m. on my channel, Rumble exclusive is Nerds Covering the News. Wednesday is Make Me a Sandwich on Devil Made Me Do His channel starting at 7 p.m. PST. And then I am filling in as co-host for Iron's Iron Cast, which is just sporadic throughout the entire week. And I'm kind of starting to fill a more of a producer role for Iron. And then on Fridays is Weekly Rogues Gallery, starting at 5:35 p.m. PST over on Iron's channel, where I am a panelist and I have also started producing as well. And then back here for Cavecast.
Nice. Yeah, I basically have in other news tomorrow and then my regular schedule. I have my new co-host will be joining me, permanent member of the panel, Toasty with the Mosty, friend of mine. She's been on the show plenty of times, but she had a schedule change and now she can afford to do the show with me on a weekly basis. And then of course I'll have my regular panelists, and I believe Smooth the DJ is going to be our guest tomorrow. Always like to have Smooth. Great guy, and I know he's staying up late to hang out. So that's what I got going on. Other than that, I am going to put a hot compress on my face and relax until Emerald's show later tonight, and then we're just gonna play some games and hang out. So wait, that would be what, 10:30 for me, or 10 p.m. for me?
10 p.m. for you.
Cool. Set my alarm for 9:45 because there's a good.
That's part of the reason. Part of the reason also for changing the show is that insert title here on Fridays, starting at 9:30 my time.
Yeah, that was rough.
12:30 your time, and for the East Coast, and it's like, you know what? Let's move this a little bit so it's more people can kind of join and they're not falling asleep in their chairs.
Well, I mean, I try to tell people you should take it as a badge of honor if I fall asleep in my chair. That just means I'm comfortable around you.
Well, yeah, that, and then you make Theo's intro.
Yeah. Hey, that was some of my best work. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. I was excited to talk about this character. It's a great character, a mainstay in Batman lore, but also a pretty cut and dry character. There's really not a lot to branch out. So why don't you hang out with us next week? Share the channel if you're watching. If you can make your way over to YouTube and hit a like, subscribe, that helps me out immensely.
I heard, you got a seal, and with a seal of approval.
Seal of approval. Yes. Yeah, so I guess next week will be episode 19. Wondering who the character should be.
Because I know you're waiting specifically for episode. I thought you were 20. You had a specific you wanted to hit, so that's why we're waiting.
No, I was gonna do him for 20.
Oh, for 20.
But I then I realized that we were at 17. Obviously we want to keep some of the spookier characters for October.
Yeah. Do we want to touch Clayface?
I mean, let's do Killer Croc.
Okay.
Killer Croc seems like a fun one. I might use Clayface in October. I'm not sure yet.
Because I'm definitely for October, Bane, Scarecrow.
Probably Man-Bat.
Or do you want to hit Roz? Because we really have not touched Roz yet.
Yeah, we could do Rage. Yeah, Rage sounds like, let's do Rage. He's easy.
Let's see. This is episode. Let's do Killer Croc for 19, and for 20 we'll do Rage.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Huh? All right. Thank you all. Yeah, so you guys heard it here. Does the Batman Zordar count as a villain? It depends on the iteration. He's more of an anti-hero. But that's the Grant Morrison depiction. In the Silver Age comics, it's just a alien who likes Batman and decided to sort of dress up like him. So but nice. No, we already did Freeze. Freeze, I think, was the first villain that we did.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, he has tangled with Dracula before, but he's not really one of the main rogues gallery. No, I like Killer Croc next week, and then for 20, Ray should get like a hallmark. That's like a milestone episode. So yeah, we'll do that. I like that. So until next time, be good to your neighbor and be mean to your local criminal. They are a superstitious and cowardly lot. See you next week.
Come on. Yes, Batman, clad in the somber costume which has struck terror to the heart of many a swaggering denizen of the underworld.
Bob? Done.
Crisis Batman. Holy movie moguls. Holy cliffhangers Batman. Holy suborbit Batman. It's raining down there. The history. Holy catastrophes Batman. Holy bullseye Batman. Holy stereo. Listen to this. Holy armadillos. Holy Krypton. Holy trampoline. Holy fork in the road. Holy Titanic Batman. Holy Dee Dee. Holy funny bone to jar. Holy chutzpah. Holy precision. Come on, boys.
Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel.
The monster who took you from me will soon learn that revenge is a dish best served cold.